Hi, so I'm going to go over the Turing machine and our answers and what it gets you. Disclosure, I don't really know it that well, so who knows how good I will actually explain this. Um, but essentially, we are given the first three rows where you have 0 and A as our start point. So what you're going to do is find 0 and A on our transition table, which is going to give us 1 XR. So with that, we are going to right X and move right. So if we move right, we go over to B as the highlighted symbol on our tape. Moving to row 3, we're going to have 1A. Then if we find that on our transition table, that's going to give us 1AR, which we have here. So we write A and we move right. And when we move right from A, we get X. So that gives us a state of 1, which from the state of 1 is going to give us 1X. So when we find 1X, up on the table here, we're going to get 3XL for our B, or as part of our A, which then means we write X for B. And then we are going to move left. So C is going to be L. And on our tape, since we are moving left 3, that gets us a highlight of A for D. We move down to E, we're going to have to move, or that's going to be our state of 3, which is going to be 3 and 0 for F. From 3 and 0 up on our transition table, or I'm sorry, not 3 and A, it's going to be, or 3 and 0, it's going to be 3 and A. 3 and A up at our transition table gets us 7XL. So that's going to be a part of our F is with the 7XL. Once we have our 7XL, we know that we are going to write X and we are going to write L and move left. For I, we are going to get XBAX and the last X will be highlighted. We are given the next two rows, so we follow accordingly as we have been doing, and we have a highlighted XBXX. So for J, we're going to get 0, and then from that we get 0B. 0B gets us 2XR, so that means we are going to write X and move right. For N, that gives us XX. It's going to give us 4 X's. The third one is going to be the highlighted red X. And now that I'm looking at this, I need one more X right there, preferably not red, but black. And from there, the rest are filled in. It's going to repeat this process until it comes to a 5, and from a 5, our transition is to halt, and that is true. So it's basically just going to give you one output for what your input, and it can do what any modern day computer can do. Thanks.